Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome the two debating teams. For this side of the House, we have the affirmative and the negative side on the proposition resolved that euthanasia be administered to persons needing it here in the Philippines. On the affirmative side, we have the first speaker, Escudero Joyce. Second speaker, Tabuada Mariel. Third speaker, Pradza Anthony Jed. And rebuttalist, we have Joyce Escudero. On the negative side, with the first speaker, Patalingog George Brian. Second speaker, Igoy Rhea Marie. Third speaker, Sanchez Neil Francis. And rebuttalist, we have Lada Brandon. Now let's welcome the first affirmative speaker for a 5-minute constructive speech on the issue.
The lives of the members are like the roses we grow in our garden. We need to protect them from suffering. But eventually, if it is starting to build, we take them away from the pot in order for it not to endure suffering. Our august moderator, members of this most honorable House, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. This side of the House strongly adheres affirmatively to the proposition resolved that euthanasia be administered in the Philippines to those people needing it. I, as the first speaker, will lay down to you the needs on why this proposition should be granted. Our second speaker will give you the team's plan to support and solidify our contention. Our third speaker will give you the benefits one can get from the legalizing of the administration of euthanasia in the Philippines. Lastly, I, as the fourth speaker, will lay down to you the summary of our team's position, as well as the comments submitted by our dear opponents. But before I lay down to you the needs on the legalization of the proposition, allow me to give you a clear view of what euthanasia is from the context of our debate. Euthanasia, in our contention, is the practice of voluntarily having a medically assisted death. It is an intentional killing by act or omission of a terminally ill human being for his alleged benefit. As stated in the Hippocratic Oath, believed to have been written by the father of medicine, Hippocrates, the physicians swear to keep their patients from harm and injustice. This statement clearly defines the intention of euthanasia, which is to relieve the patient from suffering. Ever since almost the beginning of time, euthanasia has been a way for people to escape the fear and pain of dying a slow and painful death. Because of the idea that euthanasia is mercy killing, there is zero guilt involved for those surrounding the dying victim, because they feel as though they have helped the victim who is in a way liberated from his suffering. Christian scientists around the world in a way practice euthanasia because of the stringent practice of withholding medical care, which could help extend a person's suffering. They feel that God has given a person an illness for a reason, and that having that person suffering is against the will of God. Because Christian scientists allow people to die without assistance of medicine, they are in a way believers of euthanasia. When speaking to a very well-known and praised physician, I can recommend Dr. Perry Shore. He has been practicing vascular surgery at the Kaya Hospital since 1978. Medical results rank him among the talented with stroke and death rate of 1% in his last 200 carotid operations. He clearly stated that euthanasia is okay, although only under certain very specific circumstances. He said that there was a large difference between mercy killing and allowing someone to die, and that one can force a person to be operated if he said he doesn't want treatment. Dr. Sher further stated that euthanasia should only be applied to persons suffering from a terminally ill disease, in which the chance for recovery is almost 1%. This only proves that euthanasia is not applicable at all times, but only to those Moreover, despite modern painkillers, there is still available to deal with the process of restlessness, which makes many ailing patients feel they will suffocate. Third, economic costs and human resources. Today, in many countries, there is a shortage of hospital space. The energy of doctors and hospital beds could be used for people whose lives could be saved instead of continuing the lives of those who want to die, which increases the general quality of medical care and shortens hospital waiting lists. It is a burden to keep people alive past the point they can contribute to society. According to the statistics and the demographics of the Philippines from the CIA Factbook, as of July 2007, the Philippines population is 91,077,287. Another evidence to support this argument is from the Philippines Special Report, stating that per one doctor, there are 9,689 persons, and further stated that there are 909 Filipinos per hospital bed, according to the Asian Development Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, as I laid out with the above-mentioned arguments with their reliable evidences, it is clear that the legalization of euthanasia is needed in our country today. Euthanasia is beneficial if used rightly and will further help our fellow men attain a dignified death as what he fails to achieve. Thank you and good afternoon. I am now ready for the questions of my dear opponent.
In stipulation of the first negative speaker for about 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker.
Good afternoon.
My first question. Do we have the authority to say when to end life?
Yes.
Next. Does God have a purpose and plan for every life?
Yes.
Okay. Next. If so, are you aware of principles that reflect a biblical response to the sanctity of human life, regardless of individuals' age or capabilities?
Yes.
As Christians, we know that God alone has the power to sustain, create, and take life. His word is not abstract and unclear. We are given the responsibility to protect, conserve, and value the life the Lord has entrusted to us. Do you agree to that, Mr. Speaker?
Yes, of course.
Then so, that we lead to the process of dying is spiritually important and should not be disrupted. The result is no euthanasia.
Thank you so much, both speakers. Let's now welcome the negative speaker for his